Alright, let's get through this.
Yay!
Yay! Hold on, wait, I need to go, Hold on, let's go back. Can we go back to... Hold on, let me see. No, I don't want to go to Whitechapel. Okay, we got... Okay, we got Strickland, 3 Strickland. Headache. Alright, we need tidbits. Alright, let's go back to the hospital. My nose hurts.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind.
No, not that way. Hello. Who are you? Here we go.
We even used to be neighbours, for Christ's sake. I'd prefer not to give you another beating, Barrett.
Unknown. I'm not gonna talk to an unknown.
More and more of these bloody leeches every night. Aye.
I need to talk to tidbits.
I can't let Strickland put his patients at risk with opium. Perhaps an adjusted formula will deliver more of a placebo effect.
When I get back,
Sodium hydroxide? Where's Milton?
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days. And I thought last summer's epidemic was difficult.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Really now?
Tomorrow, more bodies will arrive and
So-
then sadly depart.
Good evening.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just
Tomorrow, more bodies will arrive and then sadly depart. I'm
Potassium
managing a
chloride.
train to...
Good evening.
Please.
Of course. It's...
Never,
Good evening.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidam.
never ceases to amaze
16
me how you...
Furious Target.
Good evening.
Please show.
Of course. It's just...
It never ceases to amaze me how you, the dead, peaceful and lost at the same time.
Guess I need one more. Oh, I gotta go to Whitechapel.
Where did I say? Which chapel?
Whatever the freaking place is. Cause I need one more thing of Fervous something. Let's go to
Whitechapel.
Yes. I can't speak. Move! What? Alright, who do I have for Whitechapel?
More and more of these bloody leeches every night.
Sick and suffering.
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
What happened? Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey, I didn't do anything. It ain't me.
All right. Perhaps the poor drunk just confused you with someone else.
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
Well, damn! This guy's an a-hole.
Do you need assistance?
Please. Feeling tired these days.
There you go. Let's hope nobody steals it from you.
Very funny.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. She's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
Goodbye, young man.
The wet boots. You'll understand. You've what? What?
Shooting a boy in the middle of a street. Not the best thing to do,
Well,
wouldn't you say?
damn!
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you
Put
promise
some
me
whoop
to
ass
set your
on
gun
you.
aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
Got nothing with migraine.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family? that
So
would
is this
welcome
guy
Well, since the
homeless?
death of my wife, Albert's mother, she was sick, you see. Long before the flu and all this shit.
You mean you used to have a better life?
Yeah, had a
He's
wife, a home,
homeless.
and a job.
Oh my god.
I even used to have a name. Now I'm just Ben. Ben the Tramp.
Tramp.
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and
If he's
tell me your
homeless, then I'll kill
troubles.
him.
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills. Everything's coming up roses.
Yep.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy just frayed me last nerve.
What is it, Benjamin? It was the war, wasn't it? Your nerves are shot, aren't they? I need some answers, Private. From one soldier to another.
The doctors called me a liar, a coward. Put me in a straitjacket, locked me up. Finally, they sent me back to the front lines with a handful of tablets.
Yes. Sounds like shell shock. I've seen a few cases like yours. This is nothing you should be ashamed of, Benjamin. And it's perfectly natural in your situation.
I'm not ashamed. I just need my pills. Peace and quiet, that's all.
Okay. Alright, let's see. Okay.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
Oh, my foot, my foot, my foot. Oh, my foot.
Me? I'll not die in some piss-stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old lavvy.
I think
How
it's
are
better
you,
to get
boy?
some of these.
I'm not your boy,
investigations.
alright? Now piss off.
You wanna
Goodbye,
fight
young
me, boy? Out.
Another drunk arsehole littering the streets. Not me.
You'll understand. You've wasted your life away.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Really now?
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
Tell me, who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
Really now?
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
Thank you!
Its effectiveness has been proven by many. Even the flu given her that Swanborough cordial.
Look at all this blood. Slip it up there. Damn it, Des, you're not even, damn it, Swampy, you're not even listening to me.
It's locked.
Oh my Lanta. Guess I'm gonna have to go to
More and more of these bloody leeches every night. I, the god.
Alright, let's see if I got the right ingredients. If I don't, I'm gonna be mad. Sodium, potassium. Hypochlorite. Alright, let's see. Maybe I'm missing something. Missing ingredients. Wait a minute. Let me pause. Oh!
Strickland's project could be dangerous. I have a mind to report him to Dr. Ackroyd.
Okay, I thought. Okay. I get it. Alright, I think I got it now. I think I got it.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
I have managed to improve the mixture by diluting it. Have you ever heard of Sir Joseph Francis Olive? Or the placebo effect?
No, I don't think so. Why?
A placebo is a substance or procedure that has no actual physical effect.
You made a placebo of my project. Why?
Research has established that a placebo, as long as the subject believes in the effect, can provoke a positive physiological reaction.
Really? That's fascinating. And you want me to, what, administer the placebo and see what occurs?
Something like that, yes.
Well, I'm a bit surprised, but I trust you, Dr. Reed. Please take the key to my cabinet and put this placebo there for future use.
Goodbye, Dr.
Okay, we have a key. We have a key. We have a key. Swan Rose, we have a key.
Where's the key? Where's the key? Where's the
Oh my
key?
god,
Where's the
I
key?
will smack you.
We haven't watched that movie in forever.
Oh my god, yes.
Tomorrow
girl.
morning, you better wake me up. We're gonna watch it.
Okay, fine.
She's like, I think it's in my room. She's like, yo, we're gonna watch this movie. We're like,
Yo,
okay.
we're gonna watch this movie.
We're gonna watch
It's
this movie
locked,
'cause we
all
haven't
right.
seen
At
it.
least Strickland
So-
can't kill anyone with this formula.
Oh, I've heard that The Incredibles 2 can cause an epileptic fit if you have epilepsy and anything related to epilepsy, because there's some scenes where it's like black and white and it flashes, and being in a dark movie theater will give you a higher chance of like having epilepsy.
Oh lord.
And not to mention the movie is an hour and like 58 minutes long.
It's locked.
I'm ready to have a seizure.
It's locked, all right.
Oh my god, no. Knock it off. That's what the Dr. Swanson.
Just like I have a seizure, Dr. Reed, come now. Help, I'm having a seizure.
Help! I can't. I'm done with you. I'm done with you. Alright, who do I go to first? I think I should go to Mortimer first. Is that his name? Mortimer?
Mortimer?
Mortimer? Yeah.
What the heck is wrong with you?
I don't know. I can't pronounce names. I can't. Actually, no. I'm gonna go to this. I'm gonna go to this bitch.
Mortimer?
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
First of all, sir, stop being a bitch.
Do you think Dr. Strickland has any chance of curing the Spanish flu by himself?
His wish to cure the sick is not driven by pride, but by an idealistic view about our mission here. Honestly, I don't know which is worse.
You consider him a good practitioner, yet you will not report his methods.
Strickland may be a rival, but I will not use dirty tricks or regulations to prove him wrong. We are doctors, not politicians.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
What the heck? Am I stuck on something? Alright, sir.
Good evening, Mr.
What
Godfrey.
have you got to tell me?
How are you?
I'm okay.
Your medical report says you're not affected by the Spanish flu. What do you think of that, Mortimer?
Does it make me happy? Not in the slightest. If it was up to me, I would have left this place long ago. I know I don't belong here.
And why do you think you don't belong here?
I know the staff have more important things to do than look after me. There's plenty of patients here who need their attention.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful, I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir. Never. Doctor.
Go eat some pizza.
I don't need to know.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Oh my god, I'm gonna smack you.
I'm sorry, am I triggering you with the door?
Oh my god, I'm gonna punch you. Oh my god, no, I'm just kidding.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
According to the report I read, your unprofessional conduct put a patient in danger, Gwyneth.
That's not true. I know when my patient's life is at risk, and I'm more competent than a lot of doctors that I know. Problem is, I'm a woman.
I don't see what your gender has to do with your abilities, Nurse.
Yes, nurse. Because I'll never be a doctor, no matter what my skills. I could make a decision that could save a life, but oh no, that's unbecoming conduct.
Have you heard of Elizabeth Blackwell? She was the first woman listed on the UK Medical Register. Change is slow, but it will come. And you will always have my support.
To have the right to study shouldn't be determined by sex, skin, or wealth. That's all I'm saying.
Oh damn.
Goodbye, Nurse. Call me if you need assistance. Good evening, Dr. Tibbets.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Nurse Brannigan has been recently accused of neglecting her professional duties. Tell me what you really think about it.
This kind of protest is nothing but elitist bullshit.
Oh damn.
I trust Nurse Brannigan with my life. She has what it takes to be a great doctor.
Do you really think she could be the next Elizabeth Blackwell?
Believe me, Dr. Reed, a time will come when skill and skill alone will determine who can be a physician and who cannot.
Goodbye, Dr. Tibbets.
Goodbye, sir.
No time for self-pity. It is the last thing our patients
am I missing anybody?
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Goodbye, Milton.
I guess that's it for now.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer for that.
Alright, let's do the mission. Let's get through the mission, get it over with, so I can end this. Because I think I already made my, 9 parts already?
More and more of these bloody leeches every night. Aye, the guards recruit more and more every year.
of your money. Come on, Barrett, you know.
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off!
I'm not a journalist, I'm a
Well,
doctor.
A
damn.
doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I just
I'm Joe
service,
Peterson's
sir.
son, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
Why you gotta be an asshole? Can I?
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy Crane? She's a colleague of mine, and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane? Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
Harry doesn't seem happy living in Whitechapel. Why did you make him come here?
I've always put my son's interests above everything else, whatever he may think. Our house is small but affordable. The walls are thin, but the door is solid.
You really love your son, don't you, Mr. Peterson?
He's my pride and joy. Even if he hates me for the choices I make and pushes me buttons more than he should.
Do you have any regrets?
Only one. Not to have my beloved wife by my side. She died when Harry was little. My sweet Jane. She gave the boy confidence.
Since the criminal nature of your job means you could be arrested, are you not afraid of what would happen to your boy if you were?
No one will ever take my son away from me. If that ever occurred, I'd hunt the bastard down and rip off his head with my bare hands.
Well, damn.
Why do you keep on working for the gang, Joe? You know it doesn't suit you.
It's true, I hate this job. And I know I made some bad choices, but I'm a wet boot boy now. People won't forget it.
You could leave tomorrow. Start another life in another town.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. We are poor. My son's weak, and there's no way he'll endure another disappointment.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Welcome, sir. Please, take a browse of my wares.
I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour
I
of the
had
night
the
I can hardly
last two
refuse.
slices. Princess, you couldn't have saved me a slice piece of things.
Have you heard
No.
of a nurse
You
called
and Dad
Dorothy
are always
Crane?
the ones eating the
Nurse
food
Crane?
before I get the chance to do
So
it.
the bitch really is a
Here's
nurse then? Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
Carrie could have saved me a slice.
Yes, she's a
Even
nurse,
I feel
and
when
quite
I
a good one.
I go and I'm like, oh
What
yay,
did she
time for
do
some
to
pizza.
gain such
Find out there's no
notoriety?
pizza there.
Dorothy
How do you
Crane
think I feel?
ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Crane. Something like that.
Just one.
Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious
Oh,
nurse
my
Crane
goodness.
gives away medical supplies and
Oh my God, I
prescriptions
burped.
for free.
We must,
I offered to
We
sell
must
it for a fair
evacuate.
cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
How is business around
How
here?
is the business around here,
I
sir?
have no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
Well, you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Right then. Show me what you have.
Don't be shy, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling. But I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be quick. Though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Really now?
Do you need any assistance, Miss Popper?
It depends on the price of your medicine.
I am shocked that you would think I am that sort of man.
Forgive my suspicion. I'm so used to liars with good manners. Thank you, sir.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Anything you can tell me about her would be helpful.
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crăciunescu. She came from Romania like me and many others.
You seem to respect her.
Dorothea helps the sick people of Whitechapel. Everyone should respect that.
Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed, or expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
Considering your line of work, I assure you it is only a matter of time before you have health issues.
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right now, I need money. That's what's important.
You can put your own life in danger, that's your decision. But what about your clients? If you're contaminated, you will put them in danger too.
And you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry about.
Oh, damn.
Clayton Darby claims he will expose the crisis in Whitechapel to all of London. Do you believe him?
I believe Clayton's courage will erode with time, until he finally leaves Whitechapel to start another fight somewhere else.
Why this skepticism?
How can you speak about starvation if you've never been hungry? Or about poverty? Or anything else you have never suffered from?
Are you talking from experience?
I've seen your type come here to get a good fuck in a cheap room or a dark alley before going back to their fancy houses in the West End.
Yuck.
Tell me about yourself.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in your work. I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
I always thought I was the master of my own fate. But now I know we don't always have control over our lives. I don't judge you.
You know, this money is not only for me. I have good reasons to need this money quickly, but it is not your concern, Doctor.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Did I find anybody yet? No. There's 2 more.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again? Go away.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
Alright, let me see.
What about black people are having scream fights in VR chat?
Really?
I'm just watching people scream fight against their VR chat.
Really? What's your problem? What is your problem?
If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask your name and occupation, sir?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea. And I also run this little print shop.
Do you need some help, Mr. Petrescu?
I am very tired, but that is all. I don't need you, Doctor.
Well, I think you do. Take this, and you'll feel better.
Free drugs from an English doctor? It must be my lucky day.
So Dorothy's real name is not Crane?
Like myself and many people in this area. Dorothea is from occupied Romania. That's all you need to know.
She seems important to the community.
More than you can imagine. The West End does not want to hear of Whitechapel's misery. Dorothea is one of the few doing something about it.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
Are you not worried for her safety?
She is as brave as she is tough, and clever, too. If only I had met her when I was younger.
Are you in love with Camellia, Mr. Petrescu?
Don't be stupid. If I had met her when I was younger, we could have won our revolution.
Who is she, really? Do you know where she's from?
She's not from around here, that's all we know. Camellia is not even her name. It's her favorite flower.
You say she has no close family?
Well, there's that awful poet who constantly follows her around like a lost puppy. A good man for sure, but a very poor writer.
Tell me everything you...
I do not...
Do you have any family left, Mr. Petrescu? Children or grandchildren?
Who knows? I have abandoned my people for so long, they might as well be dead. As dead as I am for them, I suppose.
Don't be embarrassed, sir. If you must know, my own father disappeared many years ago, and I forgave him.
It's quite awkward to talk about our families like this, but... Thank you, Dr. Reed. I appreciate your trust.
This war won't last forever.
Okay.
Did you ever think of returning to your country now it's free?
No. I have taught strength and determination to my sons and daughters. I'm an old, dying man who only has memories of better times to cherish.
You have to cherish your dreams, sir.
I know you fought for your country when it was occupied, Darius. Tell me more about it.
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland again. But I fought for Romania all my life, and I will until my last breath.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's a free country again.
But it's not the country I fought for. My homeland is not appeased, Doctor. I still see a dark future ahead for my people.
Really now?
How did you meet Nurse Crane, Darius? Why does she trust you?
I'm her oldest friend in England. Dorothea and I share many ideas about this country.
What are you, Sherlock
the country
Holmes?
we left.
You mean occupied Romania,
You
don't you?
certainly started to look like Sherlock Holmes
Even
with
if
that
not
bowler
direct,
cap.
God.
I fought against your enemy.
Yes.
Then perhaps you have more in common with Dorothea than meets the eye, Dr. Reed.
I look like one of those vampires from Diabolical Lovers who stick my eyes out.
Oh, Lord.
You know? The
You're
one
gonna...
who calls the main character of the ITCH.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Yep. Yep. These people are dying. Letters to Nurse Crane, my dear okay. Dorothy Crane. Something is really wrong with Dorothy Crane.
I need help!
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient
bitch.
Raz Van Vasily. High
Leave this
fever
bitch
running
here.
on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel!
He's not
Hand me
getting
that scalpel!
Help! This piece.
What can I do, Doctor?
It's too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Sedative, nurse. Do we have any anesthetics?
I'm sorry, Doctor. None at all.
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy. Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Because I realized her name is Nurse Crane and I called her a doctor.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor.
We have to do this before this patient dies.
He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery.
Do this!
There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see. I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
CPR.
Cardiac massage, now.
Cardiac... What? Are you making this up as you go along?
CPR. First thing.
We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
Actually, I shouldn't be the one to tell them CPR. They probably didn't know what that was in like 1980.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners.
It's like, oh my god, he's dying! And then there's me. Give him CPR! Give him CPR! Bitch! Wait, what is
I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us.
Doesn't it means like
So,
they give him chest
how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do?
those rhymes!
And all these people have.
Oh, she spit bars! She's spitting bars!
Alright, should I do all these? Okay.
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
They don't speak the English.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty, nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Do charm! Do charm!
Listen very carefully, Dorothy. You will erase from your memory everything you pretend to know about Lady Ashbury and Pembroke Hospital.
Let that rich bitch off the hook over my dead
Nurse
body.
Crane, enough. Listen as if your life depended on every word. I know you've a generous heart who gives freely to those in need, but you shall walk away from the shadier streets of your business.
I will never abandon...
Dorothy, the discussion has come to a close. Your clandestine activities in the Resistance are over. Let it go.
I'll let it go. Yes. All gone.
Yes, King! Oh, I spit everywhere. He is not a king. Or he's not queen. He is Yas King! Yas! This one stinks already. That's my life.
Christ! He's dead!
Turn around.
It's a leech!
The leech!
You okay for this, you ugly fucker?
Have you said we just want to kill someone? I have actually got that point of everywhere. But that was like easy. Yeah, they're safe for now.
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello, Dr. Reed. Come on in.
All right.
Yes?
Ooh, I'm on level 2 now.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Wait, what?
I'm on level 2 now. Level 2 hypnosis.
I thought you were level 8 hypnosis.
No, I was level 1. Now I'm on level 2.
Hypnosis or mesmerize?
Mesmerize.
Why do you call it hypnosis?
I don't know.
What is wrong with you? Oh yeah, I'm gonna hypnose you. What? Did I just realize I said hypnosis instead of hypnotize?
I thought I killed them. Okay. I thought everybody died.